As the season gets closer and closer, and opening night is just 8 days away, I'm starting to see more and more biggest threat to the Chiefs conversations. I feel like too many unproven teams are getting the benefit of the doubt. The only team that has proven they can beat the Chiefs in the playoffs when it matters the most is the Bengals. I think that's the only team with the talent and experience who can beat the Chiefs no matter their environment. Texans lack experience and are improving. The Jets have to prove they can keep Aaron Rodgers upright and healthy, and it's not far-fetched to say they might not even make the playoffs. I mean, they're playing in a tough division with the Dolphins, Bills, and Patriots, which is no cakewalk. Others feel like the Ravens could be a threat to the Chiefs, but their record against the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs indicate otherwise. On Get Up, Mike Tannenbaum, Kimberly Martin, Greeny, and Louis Riddick discuss who they think the biggest threats to the Chiefs are. I want to hear your takes on this. Check out the video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Hit that like button for your boy, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.
If someone were to say a healthy Aaron Rodgers would make the New York Jets the biggest threat to Mahomes and the Chiefs in the AFC, believe it or not?
The biggest threat? No, not. Only because Lamar Jackson exists, Josh Allen exists, Joe Burrow. I think it's just too many good quarterbacks, especially in the AFC. CJ Stroud. I don't think they're the biggest threat, but they are one of them.
Let's keep talking about threats. Mike T, if I said CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans are going to make it to the AFC Championship game this year, building on last year's success, you believe it or not?
I'm going to say not, but boy, it's close. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. When they're healthy, they've gone in and beaten Kansas City, something nobody else has been able to do in the playoff. So I love Houston. I like Joe Mixon in particular. I think he's going to help CJ Stroud even be better. Obviously, we know about Stephon Diggs, but give me a healthy Bengal team over the Texans.
Okay, so then let's do that. So I made that statement yesterday. I believe the Jets are the biggest threat in the AFC to Mahomes if Rodgers stays healthy. So I asked the group, who do you think is the answer? I mean, Kansas City has kind of ruined it, right? Like you have to take them out of the equation. No one in their right mind doesn't say, well, if you got Patrick Mahomes, why would you pick anyone else? So we asked who's the biggest threat to them. And Kimberly, you are taking Cincinnati as well.
Take Joe Burrow. I think the knock on Joe Burrow is, but he's never healthy. When he is healthy, what do we see from Joe Burrow? He is a trained killer out there. He's my number 2 quarterback overall behind Patrick Mahomes. So when he's healthy, Jamar Chase, he's still playing. They're together. T. Higgins.
They're going to get that worked out? Like, is Jamar Chase all on board? Is everything good there? That's
good. I mean, listen, nothing's good when you want your money and your boss is not giving it to you, right? But he's still, that's his guy. That's his college teammate. Those two are magic when they're together. I think at some point, he's a year early than compared to CD and everybody else.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, the whole separate conversation is that Mike Brown should take a lesson from Jerry Jones and pay
Get ahead
him
of
now.
it. Get ahead of it.
Because as the great Fat Joe once said, today's price.
No. Yesterday's price
is not
today's price.
And it's not next year's price. Yeah.
Greedy, Siki Darius, who's now dead to me, did give me the statistic, which is since 2021, Cincinnati is 3-2 against Kansas City. So when healthy, like this nucleus to me, with Jamar Chase and Jermaine Burton, who they've taken in the 3rd round, this is going to be a great offense.
Including a win in the playoffs in overtime at Arrowhead. I mean, that's what Burrow has done. I am buying it. But, Lewis, you are going with the second year. You know, we talk about that sophomore growth, the quarterback taking a big jump in their second year. C.J. Stroud, already sensational. You like him right now as the biggest threat to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I really do. And, look, when I was talking about young quarterbacks, which guy would I start a football team with? Look, it's hard for me to go pick between Jordan Love and C.J. And I gave Jordan the nod, but I could easily go with C.J. And the reason why is because he's just so mature for his age, and what he was able to do last year really wasn't a surprise considering what I found out from the people at Ohio State as far as what this young man needed in order to really explode onto the scene. And you know what he needed? He needed a head coach like DeMeco Ryans. That's why I believe that this is the team. DeMeco is a generational, and I don't throw that word around lightly, he's a generational leader that has been that way since anybody can remember DeMeco being a part of team sports. He's the difference, along with that roster, as to why they will challenge the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, and so I agree with all three of you, assuming that by the Bengals and the Texans, you mean Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I am in complete agreement.
Obviously.
All right, we have much more on the NFL as we go. But the biggest and best college football season ever